All right. It's being recorded. I think I did it. So, name the newsletter. The contest has been out there and we received 22 entries. There were some duplicate entries, which I will also talk about. Next slide. 22 fabulous entries. But first I want to tell you the one dishonorable mention. So this one was not entered in duplicate. It was only submitted once, but I have to show it to you and I have to show the world because it's so good. The PCA Oscillating Resource Newsletter. So if you received this in an abbreviated title in your inbox once a month from PCA, you would open it. You might not actually read it and you'd be a little bit disappointed, but that was entered. So if you want some cheer porn, maybe in our next life, we can create that for you.
I feel like I know who entered that.
Yeah, not in our current life. We have fiduciary duties to uphold. All right, so there were 3 top entries, 3 Dom tops, if you will. The way we got there from the 22 entries, the PCA marketing subcommittee chairs kind of just sifted through and we tweaked and weeded just a little bit. And then we sent kind of a good core group of entries to our rebrand team. That's a little hint that PCA is in the middle of a rebrand. So soon you'll see a lot of new stuff coming from PCA. So the 3 top entries, the megaphone was one of them. Rally was one, or the PCA rally or the rally. And Loud and Proud was the 3rd one. Loud and Proud was actually entered by 2 separate people who did not communicate with one another. Loud and Proud would probably beg for a subtitle here, so we would need a little bit of help. But the one winner, here it comes. The winner by math, and I can show you a little bit of that math. We just gave each PCA rebrand team member an opportunity to rank these. Their top ranking got multiplied by 3, second by 2, third by 1. We added it up, summed it up over here, and by 1 point, as is always true in cheerleading, the winner was Rally. So give it up. Here it comes, Rally. So for many reasons, I was super excited that this became the name of our newsletter. Like I alluded to earlier, it's a noun and a verb. So that always hits me in a sweet spot. The word cheer, also a noun and a verb. But so really excited about the pliability of this linguistically. Also, like if you're talking about the semantics of this word, it is a cheer word, so it's our territory. It is an activism word, so it's totally our territory. So I think it kind of belongs to us. If you look at it, it's short. You can put it on a name tag. Hi, my name is. It'll fit on it really nicely. So I think looks, semantics, and linguistics, it's great. So I mean, I don't know if you had any initial reactions looking at this word, because I found some words within this word that I wanted to show you.
Oh no, I want you to keep going. Yes, I have some ideas.
Okay.
Specifically just about actionability and semantic use, as you were saying. But no, I'm excited to see what you want, what you've got.
So I love wordplay and I love anagrams. And I love taking bits out of words and creating other words. And I immediately saw that this newsletter was for all. There's a big all right in the middle of this word. The centering of it is just perfect. So this is not just a newsletter for us and our PCA member teams that are currently subscribing to it, but it's for all. Personally, when I talk about the LGBTQ plus community, I leave out something that I shouldn't be leaving out. And it's the part of this big, big community that I actually represent. And it's LGBTQ plus and allies, which I am one. So I'm very excited that the allies made it in. Woohoo! Our strength is in our diversity as a broad community, and that can't be exclusionary to the allies. So those are the 2 words that I saw within Rally. I saw all and ally, and there's an R over there. I don't know, it's our newsletter. Toys R Us did it. So I think that there's a lot of things that kind of speak to PCA and to me and to us with this word. I did want to acknowledge the other entries that came in and what's great about them, and what's actually like looking retrospectively, what's good that we didn't land on them, because I have some information about how they've been used in other contexts. But did you want to share anything more about Rally?
There's so many possibilities with this. I love that this is what we landed on. And I mean, you know, with the energy that we collectively put behind almost anything, I'm sure that we could have made a lot of different things really great. But this in particular, I see a lot of possibilities for this, and specifically energetically, you know, communicating with communities and putting action behind things. I'm very excited that this is what we landed on. But yes, please go ahead.
I'm writing down the words you're saying.
Right?
Like energy, communication, and community. Those are important words to us and to this. So we're super excited about this. The other two that landed in the top 3 were the megaphone, which was entered by 3 different people who had not communicated with one another. All 3 of those individuals are in some way in PCA marketing or in marketing for a PCA team. So it sounds important, it sounds relevant, and it sounds useful. It really does amplify. That's what a megaphone does. So we didn't lose it from that logo. We kept the image of the megaphone in the logo, or in what is potentially the logo. I'm sure after we hang up, you'll give me all your critiques on the visual. Those were just drafts. So we kept that bit of the megaphone in the logo of the title. But if you're as old as I am, you might remember the megaphone was an NCA periodical, like decades ago. It is not still in print.
Some of us weren't cool enough to be privy to the NCA periodical.
Wow.
Some of us were that day.
I might have like a physical dusty version of it under the bed. And there's other dusty things under the bed. But so it's not exactly a repeat of something that's already been done. It's very different. I mean, the NCA megaphone, you could find like the spirit chant and the motions. So I think that it would have been different enough, but I'm kind of glad that it doesn't look like a copy of something that has already been done. The Loud and Proud was also entered by 2 separate people who had not communicated with one another. And it definitely is PCA on brand, on point. But it was Cheer New York's motto not that long ago. They've recently rebranded, so now it's Cheer New York, Cheer for Change. But it already kind of belonged to one of us, one of our members. So as exciting and great and loud and proud as it is, we can let Cheer New York keep that as part of its history. So I'm not sad to lose it, because we'll definitely be using loud and proud as little words that we use to describe our actions anyways. Also, loud and proud, like, it's not a noun. So like, have you read Loud and Proud? No, I read loudly and proudly. But so, like, it just doesn't like roll off the tongue when you're talking about like, have you subscribed? Have you read? So those were my excitements about all of the titles, but the ending point, I think we've really hit it on the nose with. So that's that. I'm hoping to be able to share this fun news with the rest of our PCA member teams. And I hope everyone subscribes. It's very easy to subscribe because Wix makes everything easy, because you put this on Wix knowing that it would make everything easy. So we can just tell people to go to the About Us page, and there is a fill in your email to subscribe button right on there.
I'll make it as easy as possible to get the rally.
Oh yeah, have you heard? Have you read the latest rally? Oh, another good thing. So right at the end of each newsletter so far, there's been a little contest. And you remember reading Cosmo, and there's always a little quiz. You like answer some questions, and you can note how many points you get. The rally time?
Oh,
no, you don't.
It's all the way your brain works.
Yeah. I don't want to take up all of your time, so I don't want to dilly-dally. I don't know. I live in Cali. This is all like outtake material here. Sometimes I peak, sometimes I valley. You know.
Oh my God. I didn't see that one coming.
It's at the end of the alphabet. I'm going through.